9 News reports that a Tasmanian devil went toe-to-toe with wildlife keepers after it decided to treat a visitor's phone as a chew toy. Jackie Fraser was at the Bonarong Wildlife Sanctuary in Brighton, Australia when she went to the devil's enclosure for a picture. Fraser had leaned over the barrier when the devil jumped up at her, causing her to drop her iPhone. It took the wildlife keepers about 5 minutes to get it back, as the animal went in and out of its den. The keepers eventually ended up substituting a stick into the devil's mouth for the phone. The phone has been returned to its rightful owner. However, the device has several bite marks to serve as a reminder of Fraser's eventful day out. Hey, it could have been worse. What if that Tasmanian devil had started spinning in circles and created a tornado and buzzed around, putting holes in trees and mountains, all in an effort to catch a rabbit? How would Jackie Fraser and her iPhone have gotten through that?
This is one small step for ham, one giant leap for hamkind. Sky News reports that a hamster has successfully returned to Earth after being launched into the stratosphere on a flying balloon. A Japanese company called Iwatani Giken is behind the experiment, which put the hamster in an airtight cabin with the same atmospheric pressure and temperature as the ground. The balloon was launched from Miyakojima, a city in Okinawa Prefecture, and climbed at an average of over 20 feet per second. The company is hoping to bring manned space travel to the masses, and the experiment was designed to give would-be consumers confidence. The hamster, which was photographed snoozing comfortably during the ascent, reached a maximum altitude of 14 miles and is in good health after being safely recovered from the sea off Japan's Miyako Island. Further test flights to an altitude of 15 miles are planned, and at this height, people would be able to see the curvature of the Earth. Curvature of the Earth, am I right, guys? It's flat, right? And look, that's interesting and all, but think about the hamster. How is he supposed to be content running on a wheel after that?
I don't know. I still might take Coco in the rematch. Storyful reports that an 8-month-old Yorkshire Terrier named Coco escaped a bald eagle's claws after it swooped down and snatched the small puppy in a Metlakatla, British Columbia yard. Video recorded by Justin Dudaward's doorbell camera captures the moment Coco was grabbed off her back porch, the sound of her yelping, and her sprint back to the porch after her escape. Speaking to Storyful, Dudaward said that he and his girlfriend had let Coco outside and then sat down in the living room before he heard his daughter scream and opened the door to let their frightened dog back inside. While Coco appeared to only have a few scrapes on her stomach directly after the incident, Dudaward said that he rushed her to the vet the next morning after noticing her intestine was hanging out. Luckily, Coco recovered after 3 days under veterinary care and returned to running around outside like nothing happened to her, he said. He added, "It was really scary. We didn't know it was that bad until we went back and looked at my doorbell camera." I don't know. Everybody's got a puncher's chance. I think if there's a second bout, Coco will get her victory lap.
WBRZ ABC2 reports that a kangaroo named Baxter is safe after spending the day running loose in East Baton Rouge, Louisiana, after a parrot named Thor figured out how to open the door to the enclosure. This totally sounds like one of those 3 animals walked into a bar jokes, doesn't it? People who spotted the joey hopping along highways in Zachary, Louisiana, said they were in disbelief. So, where did the kangaroo come from? Not too far from where he was spotted. Baxter lives with more than a dozen parrots, including Thor, being taken care of by the owners of a non-profit specializing in releasing wild birds into their natural habitats, called Bird Recovery International. Baxter was spotted by law enforcement hours after Thor released him. An East Baton Rouge sheriff's deputy was able to draw him close with peanut butter until the owners picked him up. Animal Control told WBRZ that Baxter's owners, who previously owned a zoo and now operate the nonprofit, will have to give him up since it's illegal to keep a kangaroo as a pet in the area. Said Daniel Pietkowitz, director of Animal Control and Rescue Center, any animal not native to the United States, anything venomous, you cannot have in East Baton Rouge Parish. The owners face fines if they don't comply. They told WBRZ they have been trying to get a permit and will continue to do so they can keep Baxter. It's hard to come up with a punchline for this one, since a parrot releasing a kangaroo into the wilds of Baton Rouge, it kind of writes itself.
If you want to see all our videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, click the subscribe button below. I mean, hey, my cat's gotta eat.